What's up? What's up? What it do? I'm getting ready to texturize my hair. Well, relax my hair with a texture softener. This is what I use on my hair because I have fine hair. I'm gonna have to test my porosity. I never tested it before. That's sad, huh? To be a hairstylist and never test your own porosity. I'm gonna get the water and test it myself. It's the Just For Me texture softener. I don't use the whole thing. I always break it in half because I don't need a whole one on my hair because my hair is not as long as it was before I went natural. Before I went natural, my hair was longer and healthier. And then I went natural, and because I didn't like the way, I didn't like how I looked with the natural. So I always like did certain things to my hair. And I'm a hairstylist, so I always did stuff to my hair. I would either braid it or just, you know, different things I would do to my hair. I just never wore it natural. Every now and then I would probably do like the twist or whatever. But I just did not like how I look with my natural hair. That's just my opinion. And when I was relaxed, my hair was way more healthier. It was shorter than didn't have hair down my back. Even as a child, I never had long hair down my back. And not saying that it can't grow like that, but my hair always like grew to my shoulders. But it was healthier. And when I went natural, it wasn't as healthy as it was in a natural state. And so this is what I use to, like, I'm on my healthy hair journey to get my hair back healthy like it was. You know, because I used to go wear my little wraps if I didn't want to put nothing in it. I didn't have to. I could, you know, I had a choice if I wanted to wear weave, braids, whatever. Or if I just wanted to give my hair a total break, I would just wrap it up for a while and not do anything to it. Just treat it and wrap it. And I love me a flat wrap, a nice flat wrap with some body to it. So this is what I'm using, the texture softener. And this is the anti-breakage treatment that I'm putting in there. This is the liquid. And this is the shampoo. And this is the conditioner that it has with it. And this is what I've been using on my hair. It still relaxes your hair. But I use a firm on my clients. And a firm is a really good relaxer. But I haven't started using it yet since I started with the texture softener. And these are the directions. You know, I say you're supposed to base your scalp, base your edges. You know, put it in your 4 parts. But since I'm just going to be relaxing this, I'm not going to relax this part of my hair because this is the part that I have, you know, problems with. It's real fine. Like some parts are fine, so I don't relax this that often. The top of my hair. When my sister passed, my hair just broke all off. It was like some years ago, and I still struggle with trying to keep this part healthy. So that's my gentle spot. So I really try to focus on taking care of that spot because I don't want to have alopecia. So I rarely relaxes that part of my hair. But this is a texture softener. And that's what it's called. A texture softener, no lie system. And when you do it, I always tell you every step. But the part I wanted to get to was, you know, you cover your, it tells you to cover your shoulders. I have to pour the anti-breakage nourishing oil treatment into the palm of my hands. I distribute it through my hair, root to tip, concentrating on the ends. Using a wide tooth comb, gently detangle hair starting at the ends and working your way up. Make sure that hair is thoroughly detangled and covered with the oil. And it's telling you to cover it with the oil so you don't get the relaxer on the ends of your hair, because if you already relaxed, your ends don't need to be relaxed, only the new growth. And when you do relax your ends is when you are natural, and you are getting a virgin relaxer, a virgin texture softener, you know. And when you get your next one, you may have to do it, you know, real gentle, because sometimes the hair don't relax like it should, because you are getting a virgin relaxer, but you don't want to over process your hair. So just be mindful of how you do that. Why I wanted to say amen. So you add the anti-breakage nourishing oil treatment into the texture softener cream mixture. Mix thoroughly for 1.5 minutes. Okay, cover the shoulders. Pour the remaining half bottle of the anti-breakage nourishing oil treatment into the palm of your hand. Distribute throughout dry hair, root to tip. Now, if they telling you to distribute this to your hair, root to tip, concentrating on the ends, what do they tell you? When you put that relaxer or that texturizer on your hair, and if you know how to properly do it, it's going to do what it needs to do. It's not going to stop the processing. Using a wide tooth comb, gently detangle the hair, starting at the ends. You work your way up, making sure that your hair is thoroughly detangled, covered with oil. You don't have to put a whole bunch of oil on your hair. Use your judgment. You know your hair. Like, I wouldn't put it like a whole lot of it, because I'm going to base my scalp. I'm just going to put the oil on my ends. And I may put a little bit on my, you know, on my scalp. But mostly I'm going to base it, because my scalp is sensitive. And to keep from getting scalp burns, I've always based my scalp no matter what, because your hair lets off heat, and it is going to activate the relaxer on your hair. Your hair don't have to be bone straight. Make sure that the hair is thoroughly detangled and covered with oil. Any remaining tangles will slow down your process. You don't rinse it out. Part your hair into 4 sections, secure with clamp. Apply the petroleum jelly, not included, to your hairline, neck, ears, and forehead. So it's telling you to do that with the petroleum jelly, but you know they told me with this here to make sure it's on my hair, root to tips. So the oil gonna, you know, your hair, your scalp let out heat. So it's gonna let that oil, you know, that oil gonna get on your scalp to keep you from getting burned. It's gonna get on there. Okay. It say distribute through dry hair, root to tip. Root to tip. And where's your roots? Your roots is on your follicles. Root to tip. Root to tip. So you know it's gonna be on your scalp. Okay. For retouches, including previous texture softener or relaxer wears, apply to new growth only. For first time application on natural hair, apply along the entire hair length, only if you are natural. Okay, start it. You can do your timer. You do free the back left section from the clamp. Part off a 1/2 inch to 2.5 centimeter piece of hair from this section. Wearing gloves and using the back of a wide tooth comb. Start, and they say use the back of a wide tooth comb. Start to apply the texture softener cream mixture to this piece of hair. Keep 1 inch to 2.5 centimeters away from your scalp. Relax your texture softeners, any chemical like that, when they are telling you to put it on your new growth only. Why? Because it does not go on your scalp, period. If you know what you are doing and you are going to a professional, or if you are a professional, you know that you can grease your scalp, You can put that on your scalp, and some, like the relaxer that I use, the Affirm, it comes with the purple Affirm application, the base where you can put it on the scalp. Because why? Relaxer, it don't go on your scalp. It goes on what? The new growth only. And it's telling you, part the hair 1 inch to 2.5 centimeter pieces of your hair from the section, wearing your gloves, using the back of a wide tooth comb. But I use this because it don't have any brushes on it. And I used to use the bristles. I still use the bristles. It just depends. Now, if I'm doing like virgin hair, I would use the bristle brushes. But I would be careful, you know, to make sure you get on every strand. I would use that. Use the back of the wide tooth comb. Start to apply the texture softener cream mixture to the piece of the hair. Keep 1/2 inch to 2.5 centimeters away from scalp. Away from the scalp. Away from the scalp. Period. So when you read your directions, you're gonna see, and it say continue. Did you hear them say put it around your edges first? Did you hear them say put it around your hairline first? They said start at the left section and start from there. Did you hear them say put it around you, anywhere around your hairline first? No. Why? Because relaxers and texture softeners do not go around your edges first. Because that is the most delicate place of your hair, is your hairline. Okay. Continue applying the texture softener cream using the small 1 inch to 2.5 centimeter parting, one section at a time until product has been applied to all 4 sections. If texture softener cream gets on your skin, wipe off with a damp cloth. Wipe off immediately with a damp cloth. They say immediately. So why would you want it on your scalp? Remember I said on my last video, I had to keep practicing till I learned how to not get that relaxer on the scalp, only on the new growth. And it took some practice. Return to the back left section where cream mixture was first applied. Gently comb all the way through the new growth or the virgin hair with a wide tooth comb, making sure hair is evenly covered with texture softener cream. Do not spread the texture softener cream onto any previously processed hair. Do not pull or stretch hair while combing. Now this for the texture softener. But I do because I don't want to be natural. So I do leave a type of a S pattern. I don't do it bone straight, but I want it straight because I don't want to be natural. I don't like being natural. It didn't do anything for my hair. My hair grow more with relaxers. And to each his own. Okay. You may apply the texture softener cream. It says, do not spread texture softener cream onto any previous processed hair. And that's your ends. If the ends already processed, you don't need to put it on there. And you gently, do your hair. You don't be rough with it. You may apply the texture softener cream around the hairline to loosen edges at this time. Avoid the forehead and scalp area. Did you hear that? You may apply the texture softener cream around the hairline to loosen edges at this time. Avoid the forehead and scalp area. Close texture softener cream. Okay, you know to do that. And then you allow the product to remain undisturbed on the hair during processing. Now, after you do that, you can leave it on your hair without messing with it. Do not smooth with your hands or apply attention to your hair, as this may make the hair too straight. So if you don't want it too straight when you're using a texture softener, you follow that. But I want mine straight, so I do it like I'm doing a relaxer. Do not exceed either the maximum processing time Maximum total time. See the timer chart. And then when I finish with mine, I go ahead and rinse it out. I don't let it sit. Rinse as soon as the total time is reached. So that means if you doing a client hair, you can't start on another person's hair, because you don't want to just leave that relaxer just sitting on the hair like that. You're going to cause that person to burn. Why? Because your hair let off heat, and instead of activating the texture softener or the relaxer with what is ever on your hair, you follow the time. And if you have sensitive scalp, work it in twice and then go ahead and shampoo your hair. There's no need for it to just sit like that. Okay. Do not exceed the hair maximum processing time or maximum total time. See the timer chart. In case of irritation, immediately rinse out texture softener cream and wash with your neutralizing shampoo. They just said what I just said. Rinse as soon as the total time is reached, or sooner if desired. Wave or curl pattern is achieved. Rinse the hair thoroughly with lukewarm water. Keep out your eyes closed. Keep texture softener cream away from your face during rinsing. Rinse the nape area first, making sure that all of the texture softener cream mixture is removed from your ears, forehead, nape of neck, and edges. That's the first place they tell you to remove it. While rinsing, use fingers to gently open parts in hair so water can work through and remove all cream. Rinse texture softener cream out of the comb with water. Okay, so then you use your neutralizing shampoo. After rinsing, apply the color-coded neutralizing shampoo. Apply a generous amount, neutralizing from scalp to ends, around the ears, neck, and forehead. Do not substitute any other shampoos for the neutralizing shampoo provided in the kit. But you know, I'll mix some together because I'm a professional, and you know, I understand the assignment because I've been doing it for a while. Lather well. Rinse thoroughly with lukewarm water. Repeat at least 2 more times. So that's 3 times you're supposed to shampoo your relaxer out or your texture softener. Important, if the lather turns pink, there is still texture softener cream in your hair. And hair must be shampooed again. Repeat until lather no longer turns pink. So if you're going to somebody and you're getting a relaxer or in the past, and you say, oh, I had break, if they shampooed your hair 1 time or 2 times, the relaxer still in there, the texture softener in there, you need to at least rinse your hair 3 to 4 times. If you don't have color code, rinse your hair 3 times. Rinse it 4 times. And if you're doing 3 times, make sure you take your time and lather and make sure you shampooing that client's head properly to get all of the residue out of the hair of the relaxer of the texturizer. Make sure if that relaxer still in your hair gonna break off. It's still gonna be in your scalp. You're gonna smell it when you get ready to wash or shampoo your hair. Because why? It done sat in your hair for those 2-3 weeks, whatever, however long before you shampoo your head again, and you're gonna smell it. When my clients come back to me, I don't smell that smell. But in the past, before I was still learning, I'm like, okay, you can tell, because the odor is still going to be there. And when you learn better, you do better. So, rinse is okay. I spread that. And you rinse it out with warm water. Okay. Then you towel dry, you apply a generous amount of the Just For Me conditioner. Thoroughly massage the silk conditioner from your scalp area down to your ends. Make sure the hair is completely saturated with conditioner. Leave on for 3 to 5 minutes, then rinse with lukewarm water and style as desired. And as your child's hair grows, retouch the new growth only with the Just For Me texture softener. When do not apply cream mixture to areas previously processed. Please use the retouch guide to stay on schedule. Normal to fine hair, you can do it 10 to 12 weeks. Medium to coarse hair, 8 to 10 weeks. And that's what the texture softener. You can go 10 to 12 weeks if your hair is normal to fine, or you can go 8 to 10 weeks. And I would say 10 to 12 weeks is like what? That's like 2.5 to 3 months. That's a long time. That's good. And 8 to 10 weeks is like 2 months. To be exact, 2.5 months. No, let me see. Let me add it up. Because they got 8 to 10 weeks. So 8 weeks. I would say that's like 2 months. 2.5 months. So 10 to 12 weeks. So that's 8, 9, 10. That's 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 weeks, or 3 months. You can go 3 months. So you can go like a month longer if you have fine hair. I think I ended that right. So whenever you do your hair, you read the instructions. It will tell you how to properly apply the relaxer. And when you put something soft on your hair, and even if a client hair does tangle, when you put that softener on there, whatever, because this the affirming, I apply this on, this the protector, this number 1. So I would apply this. I need to get some more. Apply this to my client's hair, to the ends. And if they hair tangle because it gets wet, I gently comb it out. I don't leave it tangle. Why? Because I can damage their hair by pulling it before it even gets started. You have to know what you are doing when you're dealing with those chemicals. It does not go on your scalp. It is not the when you base your scalp, when you put the oil from the roots to the tip, it's not going to stop the process. And I've been texturizing my hair or relaxing my hair or doing my client's hair. It does not stop that process. If you know what you are doing, it will not stop the process of a relaxer. It's not going to stop the strain. You have to know it. And I use my relaxer. I don't use normal, and I don't use super. I only use a mild. And my clients' relaxers still last, and they can vouch for that. They can go to 8 weeks. Some of them go 10, some of them go 3, and it still look nice. So there it is. I'm gonna let you see me greasing some of my scalp, but I'm gonna kind of cut it short so it don't be so long. I'm putting some around my edges. And you got to be gentle when you're doing this. This may have to be in 2 parts. I'll see. Most likely it will be. I ain't gonna show everything. But I just wanted to show the importance of how you relax your hair. And see, I done put the base round here. And that's really gonna keep it from getting on that part of my hair that I don't want to relax, because I'm letting it get thicker. So, and some of my clients, if they're dealing with certain things and they're part of their hair, I don't put the relaxer on that part of their hair. And I do it to myself as well. And I'm gonna gently comb that through. But I wanted you to see me relax, grease some of my hair. Base it anyway. And my hair, you know how short my hair was. It didn't go. It's time for my ends to be clipped. But I had cut all this off. This was all gone. And it didn't grow back. All this was like short. And it's going back. Because I had cut it all off. I can even do a ponytail. But all this was gone. It's time for my ends to be clipped. So when I go and I'll let the lady do my finger waves or whatever, I'll let her clip my ends, because I ain't gonna clip my own ends, because I be messing them up. I'll let her clip them again. I ain't gonna clip them. I'll let her clip them. And then I do my own relaxer, because the lady I go to, she don't know that I'm a hairstylist. I never told her. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they think we picky anyway. So I never told her that I was a cosmetology. I let her put a relaxer on my head. I said I'll never do that again. She whooped the mess out of me with that relaxer. Boy, I almost jumped up out that bowl. I said, oh, Lord, Ma, when I came back, they was like, what's wrong with you? I say, she whooped the hell out of me with that relaxer. Oh, Lord, I was coming up out that chill and that girl. I said, oh, no, you got to turn that down. I almost didn't get my hair did that, and that been about, oh, Lord, that been years ago. That was when we was getting ready to move here. And I needed her to relax my hair. So that been like 8 years ago. I have not let her put a relaxer in my head since. She whooped my butt. I mean, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, you have to be gentle. And that's before I wasn't natural then. She whooped the mess out of me with that relaxer. My mouth, I was slobbing at the mouth. I didn't know she was that rough with a relaxer. I said never again. And I have never let her relax my hair. And see how your skin bring off heat. Look how, and I got on the glove. And this grease is sticking here. I got to get some of my other grease. So I'm using this here. But look how this heat, the heat from my skin is radiating and making the cream of the grease soft. It's soft. And look how when it come out, look how it's still cold. But when I put it on my hand, it's the heat activated and make it softer. That's the same thing it does with a relaxer. And you just have to be gentle. But it's time for my ends to be clipped. But she clip ends good and she do my waves good. But baby, she can't relax this head. Ain't no way I can let her relax this head, honey. She was the mess out of me. I was salivating at the mouth. I was sick. I was like, oh my God, I never knew she was that rough with a relaxer. I never knew that. So I just want you to see me breathing. You can see my hair on still straight. Still on me straight. Look how thick it is. And when I put it on my hand, it activates it. And it becomes more softer and manageable for me to put it on there. I just want you to see that I was greasing my scalp. Alright, I'm greasing my scalp and I'm because I put that on last. Now you will see me putting some of the treatment oil on my scalp and greasing my scalp. But I end up turning some of it down because I forgot to mute the music. So I'm putting some of the oil on my scalp and I'm greasing my scalp. And then I was explaining how when my hair was relaxed, it was at its thickest. And when I went natural, my hair was thick, but my hair didn't grow as much. Like my hair grows faster with a relaxer. And then I cut all my hair off when I went back to relaxer so I could start all over again. And I was saying how he had grown because I had shaved all the sides, shaved the back, and it's finally growing back. So I'm in my healthy hair growth journey. So my hair is growing back. I shaved it off on the side, shaved it off on the back, so it's growing back because at first it wasn't even that long. I had like cut it really, really short. So now it's growing back. That's my hair right then and there. I waited because I knew my scalp was irritated and I didn't want to like be pulling and tugging on my hair because I already had some tracks in there. see, I'm basing my scalp. And everybody's scalp is different. Some people could do their hair and they don't need to base it because they just don't, no matter what, their scalp don't get irritated. But I would say, you know, it depends on the person. But I don't care if they can't, I'm gonna protect myself. I'm greasing the scalp. And I'm gonna work the relaxing ends twice. If they haven't came and they have thick, I'm gonna grease that scalp to soften the hair up. That way I don't have to pull it, because if you hadn't got a relaxer in a while, and if you're trying to grease a scalp that is, the new growth is like way out, or you gonna have to grease that scalp. It's good to base it wide so you won't be pulling it, because it's gonna take a minute for you to relax that scalp. So if you base the scalp, it's gonna soften the hair up. That way you can put the relaxer on the new growth, and they're not gonna burn. Why? Because you done base that scalp. You can pull it to get a chance to go ahead, because I work it in twice. But if I have to work it in 3 times and they're not burning, they haven't been in a while, and they scalp not irritated, I'll quickly go through it again. And then after that, I'm rinsing it out. Because if you haven't been the guy a relaxer in that long time, that's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But I'm going to protect myself and do what's right. I'm not going to, you know, over process your hair. I'm just not going to do that. You have to understand the assignment. And when you know, you know. So I wanted you to see me. See, I put the grease my scalp up there, even though I'm not gonna relax it. But guess what? I ain't finna compromise my hair. I'm gonna make sure it's greased. But I got to protect it because I need it to go ahead and grow back. So I gotta protect it at all costs. So it depends on your scalp. But if somebody got some thick hair and they come to me and they don't want their hair based, and I could comb through it, I'm gonna make sure I base around here. But if they know they coming to me, I'm gonna base their scalp and have a right to say, well, I'm not gonna be able to do your hair, and I'm not the stylist for you, because everybody sitting in your chair is not meant to, you know, it's not a client. They ain't gonna be a returning client, or it's not, they not meant to be your client. All money ain't good money, because some people come to aggravate your spirit, you know what I'm saying? So you have to use discernment of what to do. If you know there's something that you stand by and I stand by, I base the scalp. If you come to me, I'm basing your scalp, period. But I'm gonna make sure your relaxer, you relax, you know. So just like they pick and choose they stylists, you pick and choose your clients, what you choose to do, because you have a right to turn them down. Your standards is your standards, your rules is your rules. So whatever you feel comfortable with as a hairstylist, you do what's right. You know what you're comfortable with doing. Use your best judgment. Use what you have been taught in cosmetology school and through the years. Because I'm not going to compromise my hair just for that. Because like I said, before I was natural, my hair was so healthy. And the natural just didn't work for me. I don't like it. I don't like being natural. So I forgot to turn the music down again. So on this one, I'm mixing the relaxer in a bowl. And I was explaining how I was only going to use half of the texture softener, because I only need half because my hair was cut short, and it's still short. It's growing out of the the cut I had, because I had it shaved down in the back and I had cut my sides down really low. Um, and I was explaining how I only use half of it. I was showing the measurements of how I do it. And I also was explaining when I do my client's hair and I use the relaxer, I have a big container of relaxer. So I don't dip in the relaxer and put it in the hair because that would cause cross contamination. So what I do, I scoop it up out of the relaxer tub that is in, and I put it in the little white throwaway bowls. That way I don't have to worry about washing it. Once I'm finished with the white little bowls that I'm using to put the relaxer in for my client, I just throw the bowl away. I don't dip in the relaxer and put it in their hair because that's cross contamination and that's not safe because you don't know, you know what I'm saying, what it would do to the relaxer by you dipping in and putting it in there. So I just scoop it up out of the tub and I use the white throwaway bowls and I put the relaxer in there, and when I'm done I just throw it away. But I was out of the bowls. So I use my little purple bowl for mine, but I'm gonna have to go to the store. I need to get some more white bowls, and I use them. And I just, when I finish dipping the relaxer out and put it in my client's hair, by me not double dipping, because it do cause cross contamination. When I finish with the bowls, I just throw them away because they're throwaway bowls. I'm trying to be gentle. You see how the relaxer get on because I'm doing my own hair. It's different, but I can still do this and get it off of there. But my scalp is greased. It's something trying to do your own hair. I haven't put it on my edges yet. That would be the last thing I do. And this is what happens when you at home and you trying to do your own hair. It's different versus you doing somebody else's hair. Because you're going to get their hair just right. Versus yourself, you trying to wing it and then hurry up and get it in there. See how that texture softening getting on there? Just by the heat of my hair. But I'm not intentionally putting it on my scalp. I'm putting it on my new row, and that's it. But even if it get on there, guess what? My scalp is based. Period. Period is based. But it's different for me than me when I'm doing my own hair. But even though I'm doing my own hair, is what? It still looks neat. It's still neat. The relaxer is still neat. Why? Because I have that base my scalp and I have that on there and it's still neat. And that's all I did was noodle off my ends. My ends do not need to be moisturized. I mean texturized. It don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. That's a good thing to do as well, so you won't cross contaminate. You know, put it in a bowl as well. So that's all I was explaining on there. I had forgot to turn the music down. And I was explaining how I had just put the relaxer not on the middle part of my hair, but just around the edges of it. So I forgot to turn the music down again, so you could see me just relaxing. And I was explaining how I had applied the relaxer around just the edges, you know, of that square part on the top of my head, but not in the middle at all. So when I was done, it still had the S pattern because that's the part of my hair I'm working on, so I didn't relax it at all. So I forgot to turn the music down. To work it in. See how the P let me know. And look at my hair still straight. And I combed it one time. I let it just the heat from my hair radiated through because I'm trying to like get my hair to grow back healthy. But I worked it in one time. I let it sit on for a few minutes. And I worked it in one time. And my hair still straight. I just put it on the edges. I didn't really comb it because I'm trying to get them back healthy too. But and it's still straight. Look at that. It still got straight. But my hair don't take much to get straight. You just gotta know your hair. And see how they be saying about the S pattern? See how it look like little before? Tightly curl hair can be tangled and break easily. During texture softener loosens curls, while anti-breakage nourishing oils treatment helps to reduce breakage. See how it look like a S? And then after looser curls that are easily to comb and style. See how it look like the S's? But I always let mine be straight because my hair ain't that thick. But somebody with thick hair, they can literally get that. That's why they say leave a little S pattern in your hair. You don't have to be bone straight. See how it look like S's? Like a S. That's what they be talking about. Before, during, and after. And you can put it on there and not comb it through it all. Just apply it and sit for about a few minutes. You know, look at the timer according to your hair. You don't even have to comb it through. You can just let it soften it up. And if you do choose to comb it through, use a wide tooth comb and just do it one time. Part it, I would say part it and just barely comb it. Real gentle. And if you don't want it to be this loose, don't comb it at all. Just put it in there, kind of just let the heat activate it. But if you want it to be kind of like loose where you could comb it and wrap it and stuff, just one time and then rinse it out. It's a conditioner I use with my firm. I put some on my hair because it's real good. Look at my hair. It's the conditioner on there now. Hopefully she had a good time. Look at my hair hide and glowed. And it was all cut off. Look at that. It's time for me. It's to be cut. Trim.
And it looked like she'd been crying. Why are you smiling? That's all my dates end. With a Sam sandwich.
And I still got it's pattern in the middle of my hair.
You didn't? No. Why not? You don't want to talk.
I was having no problems with.
Sam, how do you know that?
But it still got the little extra. I don't get why, because I didn't put no
she just wants to hide.
relaxedhair, and it still got the little S's.
No, they don't. I'm warning you. Shut up, Sam. Hey, Drew. Don't do it.
Hey.
How was your date?
It was fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, Sam said he saw you and your heel was broken and you were crying and you're doing it!
Thanks a lot, Sam.
You're on your own, Danny. I told you not to do it. Really? True,
My hair was so short I couldn't even do a catch-up coming up ponytail.
Hoping that you wouldn't ask me, but
Look at that.
no.
Girl, look at
The
that.
date was awful.
Yeah.
Just so
Go ahead, hair.
You left me on
It
the
ain't
side
where,
for a
you
reason.
know, it was, but it's still it's growing. Cause I had shaved all that off in the back.
It's fine.
I couldn't even make a ponytail on the side of the back. Now my middle gotta catch up
I would never do that to you.
and grow.
Look at you.
That natural ain't do me no good, honey.
You shouldn't have to deal with that.
None.
It's okay.
Them ears clip.
I'm here for you. I love you.
That's why I'm always finger waving, because finger waves make my hair grow. They keep me from pulling and messing with it. So I relaxed it. My birthday coming up, March the 10th. So I will be wearing my finger waves, no weave. Because I choose to wear, I can choose to wear my hair. I don't have to put on a wig, even though my middle might be acting up and it's coming back, because it was just gone short. Baby, it done took out, it done grew. Look at that. Look how, see, you can tell it's still perfect right there in the middle. It's growing, boo-boo. I don't have to put braids in it. I don't have to wear a wig. I can choose to wear my hair. And I'm going to do me some finger waves for my birthday. Finger waves where my hair grow, make it get full and thick. So guess what? I can choose to wear my hair. I don't have to put on a wig. Why? Because I got my edges. I got all my edges. Where your edges at, baby? My edges right there. Right here. They getting back thick. And even my middle. Even though it was acting up. But look at it. Look at that. That hair, baby, look at it. It's growing. It is growing. If I choose to just want to just comb it back and just put a little scrunchie or something on it to give it a break, I can. I don't have to wear a wig or weave. I can choose to wear my hair. Baby. Finger waves for my birthday. March the 10th. I'm going to have me some waves. Period. Period. I'm going to have me some finger waves, baby. I'm going to see how I'm going to let her wave them. And sometimes I have to spray a little spray because, you know, it's growing big. But it's growing, and when it fully grows, even though it's gonna get thicker and longer, but at least it can grow, and I can wear my own hair. I wear my own hair, boo-boo. Yes. And I have my edges. Now this way I had a quick weave one time, it never grew back, and when I was young and dumb, and it never grew back. It grows, but not as thick. And I took it off too fast and it pulled my edges. So sometimes if I do certain stuff to that little spot, it'll still act up. But I got my edges. They just not gone. My edges ain't gone, honey. They ain't gone. Look at that. I got my edges, honey. There we go. I got my edges. I can do my edges.
True, I don't like to be scared, number one. You gonna make me shoot my damn house up, Drew.
And you can see I didn't put the relaxer in the middle of my head. It still got the S pattern right there. And see how puffy it is versus right here when I comb it, how thin that is. But I didn't put the relaxer up and down because I'm getting it to get back thicker. And you can tell that I didn't. See how it's still puffy? It still got the new growth there. I didn't put no relaxer there, and I greased it good to make sure, even though when I rinse it out, because I'm leaning over, I made sure that it, you know, it didn't get in there. That's why it still look puffy, and that's a good thing. If y'all got some good hair on y'all head, y'all better take care of y'all hair. I wish I wouldn't have never went natural and kept my relaxer, because my hair was nice and thick and healthy. But I did it, why? Because it was the trend. But I know to grease my scalp to keep the relaxer from getting on there. Even if it get on there, my whole scalp is protected because I base it and I put that oil stuff on there and it get on your scalp. So even if I am relaxing myself and some happen to get on there, my scalp is protected because I done based it and it didn't burn. So I just wrapped it, even though I'm going to get my waves, I just wrapped it up so I could start like letting it get used to being wrapped once it starts growing. I used to couldn't eat wrapped all the way around, honey. It's growing. I'll get a finger wave probably next week. But I just did this here just to see how it's going to do and how it's going to dry. Yes, honey. You see how it's still thick in the little top? That's how I left the little wave pattern in there. And everything goes straight. Yes, honey. I just did that.
Thank you. Thank you. Afro. It's an afro.
It don't mean a thing if that hair ain't got that swing. I miss my relaxed hair. Swinger.